So,
and we're back.
Whenever you're doing a podcast, if you shoot a video, always make sure you make like a line clock so you can sync your video with your mic or something. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know you can be doing a podcast too, so keep that.
Shit, unless you're gonna have
I shoot your shit for you.
It's the equivalent of that little.
Yeah.
Quiet on the set, quiet on the set. Nah, on the spot, open up, don't shoot. We can shoot it in there. We ain't even,
Yeah.
I mean,
That would be it.
yeah, you come to it, got decorations, all that. You have to pay for this room?
No, it's free at the library.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can come to the shop.
Yeah, you should be opening up a what's it pure? Man?
Yeah, it's a juice with smoothie bar around campus.
Actually, you can tell too long if y'all ever been there before. But I went there today. Well, I got you got the blue banana,
Smack.
but I had cinnamon in mine.
It was smack.
Blue banana, vibe. That's
He said fat.
the blue banana. I don't know why it tastes different than the banana nut. but it tastes better for some reason.
You know, it's that blue spirulina.
Like,
It's, you know, that's that blue algae we was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
It's out of the ocean. Blue. They say it's out of the ocean, but I got to do more research so I can give you a little bit more. Enlighten you a little bit more. I got all my stuff at the house, but it makes the smoothie blue, and it's for good health. You know what I mean? But make sure that we're gonna have to put that up.
And what you want to say over here, but
We just talking.
it's gonna be on campus too, so it's gonna be a viral location. So I can't wait to see it. But anyway,
Hey,
we're back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another podcast, man. It's your boy Khalid Salaam. I'm here with my brother.
Of course, Greg Strong, JGX.
We got a couple special guests, man. You know, we got y'all want to introduce yourselves or y'all want to introduce for y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Let's hear
We got my boy Mike over here, man.
Mike,
Truck driver extraordinaire. Former one of my former employees, man. You know, I was working like a slave.
damn it,
But
boy.
my guy, we got my guy Curt. You know what I'm saying? Long list of accolades. You know, just Ohio State football player. You know, Ohio State graduate, former Chargers. I mean, you play for your teams in the NFL.
Yeah, man, I was passed around, and I'm in the free agent lifestyle.
Top level athlete in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Try to be.
Also business owner. You know, and a list of other things. Man, I ain't gonna write everything down to y'all right now, but just to get straight into it, man, I want to ask y'all boys a question before we get into anything too serious. They got my boy Diddy locked up, man. So how guilty y'all think my guy is, man? I just want to see what y'all think about him. You know, they got him on some sex and human trafficking charges. They said that he was having free calls, is what the article I read earlier said. And, they say next to 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's awesome. That's
You know what I'm saying? With drugs. And so, what y'all think? First, I want to ask this. Do y'all think he's guilty or not?
I feel like. Go ahead.
Then I heard.
No, I want to hear what somebody say first. I was gonna say, I feel like with the whole casting video, I got to think about that too, right?
Yeah.
With the whole casting video and all that, it's like they're really hired. That's how all the allegations. 1,000 bottles of Maybelline and lubricant. That's crazy. For sure. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all peeped. Y'all seen that video that he had posted on Instagram? It was a video he had posted on Instagram, like apologizing, but he never said nothing about the video. No, so he kind of like avoided that whole thing. So it's like that makes you look guilty already.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, bro. Like 1,000 bottles of Maybelline.
Well, I can go. Hey, look.
I swear to God, a bottle of Maybelline. I swear I would.
Hey, I think for me, I don't think that was just baby water. I'm one of them conspiracy theories that people just like, I challenge everything.
Talk your shit.
So for me, a man of that caliber, that type of money, being in that type of industry, just hearing some of the stories that just pop up on the gram of what you got to do to get down with some of those record labels. And I've actually had a buddy tell me by the time they wanted to have a party with him when they wanted to sign him, I don't know how true it is. I ain't never been a part of nothing like that, but you know, you hear it when you start hearing things too much. It make you.
You
start
to get skeptical.
Yeah, real skeptical about what's going on. You know.
Right. Yeah. I'm one of the ones where like we as a people, like I feel like it's different levels of like what people know. So like us right here, like, well, maybe not you, because you've been.
I ain't never been to a freak
Well,
out.
not that. But like, you know, you've been in the league, all that.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like us, like I don't think we've touched that atmosphere. Right. So it's like we only know what we see on social media.
Right.
And then you got another level of people that are like close to the next person that may know something, and then that person may know something. And then you got the people who actually know something, which is like his family or.
See, that's a good point that you brought up too, because he said you've been in the league, so it's like, I mean, I know it gotta be especially you being in California, it gotta be celebrity galore or that, you know.
I mean, I want one of them guys that really hung out with celebrities. So you got your certain players that, let's just take OBJ for instance.
Okay.
His money different. You know, when you start getting those guys that's got that 60, 70, 50, they're in a whole nother circle. So it ain't nothing for them to, like, think about James Harden and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Off season, they hitting the strip, they hanging out, they doing X, Y, and Z, or you see OBJ on TV. He messing with Kim K now, like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that, yeah.
You start seeing this stuff on the media, you start, you know what I'm saying, you start analyzing what's going on. So, you know, his best friend is Drake. So you got to think about it, like what kind of stuff are they really doing?
Right.
They was talking about that Justin Bieber shit too. Yeah.
But you won't know though. I mean, the thing is, you got to think about how many NDAs then been passed around. How many times has cell phones been put in a box?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna really get the raw footage. The only person that got the raw footage is the person house you in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep. So
right. I think it's crazy that all these years have passed and this is just now coming out, and it's like every
that ain't make sense to me either. I ain't gonna lie.
There's a new person coming with some kind of allegations, and I just feel like sometimes that makes it a little less believable to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like it's a money grab at this point. You know, and
I was just about to get into that too.
It's crazy because I had heard that he was supposed to be doing some kind of new deal with like a new some kind of new deal with a.
No, it was the tequila joint he was trying to do.
That's De Leon.
Yeah, he was supposed to be doing.
But he sold Ciroc though, right? I
they forced him out.
I just said Ciroc because I didn't know what the new one was.
Yeah, that's De Leon.
But I could have sworn they forced him out because he started talking about the racial part of it.
Yeah, and I heard that he was supposed to be doing some kind of deal that was basically going to be making him more money than everybody else that he was already partnered with. And then all of a sudden this story came out. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it's just crazy because it's like even like when Bill Cosby was going through his situation, and they said that he had owned all this land that like some developers were trying to buy or something along those lines.
Like an oil plant.
And he didn't want to sell it, and then all of a sudden now he got all these allegations.
Run 92.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about you Bill Cosby, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He talking about something he gave chicks some type of drug. Yeah. But look, my rebuttal to that is, you know, we talking about Diddy, but what's the difference between Hugh Hefner and Diddy?
Man, because so far they haven't, to my knowledge, they tried to throw Justin Bieber in the mix, but so far I haven't seen any actual charges of anything against a kid or anything. So it's like a lot of these people are adults living adult lives. None of them. I just don't believe that he was forcing people. I think they were willing participants.
That's what I was about to say. Exactly. Like, was it consensual? Nigga, that shit was consensual. You hopping on a plane, you going to Miami, New York, fucking Cali and shit. Come on now, let's be real.
Bro, I can attest to.
This ain't no R. Kelly shit here.
Nah, I mean, even that. If you want to throw Kels in there, come on, man. That man worth millions of dollars. Them people knew what they was getting themselves into.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But you gonna spin it like he tried to do X, Y, and Z. Even on the Kels situation, Kels was messing with the moms of these young girls too.
Yeah. It's a difference for real, because you think about Kels, it was consent. With the now, I'm not saying. Hold on, I'm not saying. Exactly. So I'm not saying this is wrong. I mean, I said it's right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like
I hate to bring her up, but Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Right.
Her mom knew about that shit. She was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, had
Okay,
to.
then you got Diddy. Now, which brings up the better question: do we still listen to Diddy's music?
Nah, Diddy ain't never really had no. He produced something.
That's what I'm
but-
saying. Do we listen to those produced records? You
Nah,
got
bro.
Big.
Hey, come on, man. We listen. Yes, we listen to Big.
When it comes to somebody's music who we kind of probably stopped listening to, we all know who we probably
I
stopped
ain't gonna lie.
listening
And
to.
I'm gonna say this on my platform. I'm still listening to R. Kelly.
All day long.
I'm talking about.
Can we go half on the baby? I'm calling the old lady right now.
You feel me?
Come on with it.
Man, it's crazy, man. But
Oh man.
so did he do it, man? What's y'all think? Should he be found
Hold on.
guilty or?
I think he
See,
should
the
get
other
it.
thing too, though. Y'all saw that Diddy. They was talking about Diddy wanted to start his own politician group.
I ain't hear about that.
I ain't hear about that either.
They did. I
Yeah.
watched the video. I don't know who he did the interview with. He was talking about how as us as black people, you know, we don't really have a voice, and it's time for us to start having a voice. And he wanted to put together his own political party. You know, I did see that video.
Was this before the allegations or after the
This-
allegations?
I saw it afterwards. I don't know when it dropped. I'm not saying I can't give you.
Right, but you just
know-
seen the type shit
I just
there.
seen it
Got you,
probably
got
within
you.
the last 2 weeks.
Got you.
It's no coincidence with you bringing that up because you can't tell me that it's just this big old coincidence when somebody with their like with the power that they have, the position that they're in, with the things that they can do, with the money that they have, whenever they speak out and say they want to do something it like that in that type of way, something happens to him. Like Thug was talking about, he wanted to build like his own neighborhood or something like that.
I'm glad you wrote Thug up too, by the way.
And then next thing you know, he going to jail for something. And I've been watching, like I watched this one.
Lil Woody is it?
Yeah,
Bro, that nigga, bro, oh my god, bro, that nigga, man.
But no, I've been watching this one lady on TikTok. I guess she like views all of the court streams or whatever, and like she keep us updated every day. I forget her name. Shout out to what's her name? Like I'm not a lawyer, but or something like that. But the trial is crazy, bro. Like the trial is almost like they want to do mistrial, but they can't do mistrial. It's all this, bro.
Bro, it be too much stuff, bro. It's like for me, bro. Like when it come to all that court stuff, it be too much. One day, he's indicted, he's not. And
Yeah.
then you got somebody that told this, lied, and nothing. It's too hard. It's too much to keep up with, bro.
But it always goes back to like that person saying they want to do something with their money,
Yeah.
or they want to do something for their community with their money, and it's like it's weird because if he did say something like that, it's like damn, it's like something's about to happen, and it's sad, but in the same sense, it's like okay, what is he like how many people has it been that this has happened to? And we could sit here and name them all. We just named like a couple of them,
Right.
but
I got it. Oh my God.
Nobody said this shit been happening for years, man. I mean, you go back to even Martin Luther King days.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
talk about Black Wall Street.
Yep.
You talk about you start talking about these lakes, where they talk about these cities that people of color were thriving.
Yeah.
And now they all buried underneath water.
Yup.
I mean, for me, like I talked about, I ain't got a racist bone in my body. I ain't never really had one. You know what I mean? I like people. I like hanging out with people, but you can't help what you hear for history or American history. African American history for us.
Yep.
You can't want to do nothing, but everything has a cause and effect. So I try to figure out like why is there some type of racism, or why is it a prejudice? Like good people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Try everything like we talk about. It's a good and the evil.
Right.
But everything is a balance. The yin and the yang. But I just be trying to figure out like why, when it is people of color, like why is it such a hatred towards like certain stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like what difference does it make if he wants to buy that? Like
right.
like why? What? So
Why
what?
can't
Like,
it be us? You know what I mean?
like, yeah, pretty much. Like why?
Yeah.
Well, you got to get the short end of the stick. And I'm a sociology.
Yeah.
I'm a sociology major. You know what I mean? From O State. I mean, they talked about this stuff in class, and it's disheartening. When all this stuff plays a part. I don't care how you look at it. You start looking at statistics of what's, of the races and what's happening in each race or why certain things were made. And then, I got a college professor telling me this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a black dude that's telling me this. It's actually a white guy that's telling me this information too. So it's like, it ain't like he's up there being like, I'm pro-black. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's just
I'm
facts.
going to get yeah, he pulling up the facts. So I'm like,
Yeah. I think a lot of it just boils down to people don't want black people in positions of power. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to,
I'm glad you said that.
I mean, think about, like, if we go back to the Diddy situation, if he was going to branch off and start, his own alcohol company, it's like alcohol is one of the most sold products in America. You know what I mean? I mean, people literally went out and fought for it to be legal to sell alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So imagine the kind of wealth and ownership that he would have if he was to do that. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with, we go Bill Cosby. I mean, if it was true that his property was on this, oil, all of this oil, I mean, we know how much these people making with oil. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
So
bro, I
was about to say,
done dropped CLI 32 million come. That's just me.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
And I did the math.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
That's 32 million in a year. And Khalid, how long you been there?
I've been there a year, a little over a year.
So you probably didn't.
Yeah.
You well over 40-something million.
Yeah, so
that he didn't drop, and that's just one driver.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
And that's working what 16 days a month.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I mean, think about it. So it's like, I was I'm gonna kind of merge 2 points because you have brought up Young Thug and the YSL case, and it's crazy because the prosecutors on the YSL case are the same prosecutors who brought charges against Trump. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When?
And it's crazy.
Yeah,
So
I
with
missed
Trump,
that. I
with
missed
Trump's
that.
case,
Yeah.
the same prosecutor that's on the YSL case, I can't remember her name. It's the black woman.
Attorney Love or something like that.
I can't remember her name. I have
Well,
to
he
look it
said
up.
back up because that was Woody. I said that there.
But her and her team are the same ones who brought the charges against Trump. And so it's like, it's crazy because right before they brought the charges against Trump, I was just reading about this the other day. They had met with Kamala Harris and the Biden administration like a week or two before they brought the charges against Trump. And so it's like, you started breaking it down. It's like, because clearly this YSL case, it seems like it's corrupt to me.
It gotta be.
You
They
know
went
what I'm
through
saying?
3 judges and he don't even a bail. That's wild.
But then when you look at the Trump case too, if you really look at it, it's a lot of corrupt ish that went on with it though. Cause it was like some of the people who work in the Biden administration, they stepped down from their positions just to prosecute that case. So it's like, was he really guilty or was he not? But the reason I bring that up is because, like, to kind of move into the politics realm, one of the most important things to me for black people to be thinking about as this election comes up is the issue of immigration. And the reason that I say that's an issue for black people to really think about is because they done let close to 20 million illegal immigrants in America in the last 3.5 years. And it's only about 40 to 50 million black people in America. And
Wait,
so
you said how many they let in? What about how many?
different numbers say different, but the middle ground is like 20 million. So it's like, to me,
In the last year, shit.
I feel like
Last
yeah,
3
three, yeah. So
But you got to affect. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off.
no, it's all good. I was just gonna say, I was reading this book called Black Power, Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson, and he.
Oh, you on the Claude?
Man,
Yeah,
bro.
He on the politics heavy too. Yeah,
man,
he used to
he-
be up in that the House of Representatives too.
Yeah.
he
He had all
was a
different type of positions, but man, that book is like, it's literally what we're living right now. Because when we talk about the topic of wealth and why there's such a push for black people, black men in particular, to not have access to that wealth, and then we go to the issue of immigration and how power can come from your numbers, how many people you have. And so with them allowing so many immigrants into this country, our little amount of power that we have as black people, which comes from our numbers, when we go to the polls, we can sway the vote with our numbers. Immigration is kind of a threat to that. And so we already know, because me and you, we chop it up about business all the time. We already know black businesses are going down the drain. Like, you know what I'm saying? And black people don't have the wealth or the capital. And now it's a threat to the numbers. So I really want people to really think about in November who you casting that vote for. Knowing what one side's policy is towards immigration, they pretty much letting everybody and their mama into the country. And then the other side's policy towards immigration is to kind of limit how many people come. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's something to think about.
Hey, I don't really have a problem with anybody coming. The problem that I have as an American, because that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can call us African American, whatever, but the truth is, bro.
Americans.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think none of us over here from Africa are tied to anything in Africa right now. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion.
You're right.
When you really want to break it down and look at it affects us too, because now as Americans, for the mom and pops that got the stores where they're cutting grass, or the businesses and services where they're cutting grass, or they were selling candy or fruits and vegetables or whatever it may be, power washer company. These people, they come over here and work their ass off. I ain't mad at nothing that they do.
Right.
If anything we need to do, we need to learn how to stick together like they do, fight for what they want to fight, what they fight for, and continue to move forward as a collective. Hold on, I lost my thought. Yeah, to stick together as a collective. But the problem with so many of those people coming over is that they're getting help. They're getting the financial help from the government. I mean, let's just take Amazon, for instance. They're taking a page out of Disney book. Like, they've done like this project where they're renting out apartments. I think it's like $3.2 billion project where they're renting out apartments and bringing people from China or Asia over here. They give them a bus to pick them up every day, and they take them to work at the warehouse, and they drop them off every day. Think about how much. But what else are they getting though? They got a job, but are they getting a free education? Are they getting what else are they getting?
Yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah.
I think about all that. You know what I mean? Like I ain't hating on nobody, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm paying taxes.
Yeah. Right.
Can I get a tax break?
That's my bad.
No, it's crazy that you were saying that, because like I was just earlier today, I was watching videos about I forget what their name of the hurricane that's going on right now.
Helene?
Oh,
Not Helene. I just passed the
Helene.
new one. It's something. Yeah, it was something with the M. You know what I'm talking about?
I know the hurricane.
But anyway, they were talking about.
You talking about the
Start
man-made hurricanes? Oh, okay.
I know it's wasn't fun.
crazy how they all come from the same direction.
I'm telling you, bro. How you gonna tell me what's coming? How you know if it's Mother Nature?
Why are
God?
we naming it? Let's start there.
Hold on. I seen some names like they was
naming
like
natural
I
disasters.
seen some names like, who the fuck comes up with the names though?
Why are they being named?
Right. And why do they all start in the same area and come up the East Coast, bro?
It's like that.
They say it come from the
Gulf.
Bermuda Triangle, right? Somewhere over
They said
there.
the Helene came from the Bermuda. This one right now is coming from Tampa. But it's so crazy because the Bermuda is farther than Tampa. So how do we get hit with Helene, but not this one? Like when Helene first hit, we can rain like a motherfucking Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, Dave.
Now
We was out there in it.
Yeah.
Now we're not getting shit. But I'll say that to say to your point, they was talking about the immigrants and all that, because I was watching the Breakfast Club actually, and it was a dude that called in. He pissed off because
I
the
see
government
that.
ain't doing shit for them niggas.
No, they cut the fame off.
They can't audit, like niggas can't even evacuate.
Yeah.
So they was blaming like, oh, what about, you know what I'm saying, y'all giving all these checks and this benefits to the migrants and all that's coming over here. What about the fucking
people
niggas that's
here
going through a
already?
natural disaster right fucking now and shit.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts about that? Like,
Man, bro. This gonna I'm trying to.
He about to rather somebody's feathers right
I'm trying to
fucking now.
limit
I
how
know this
much I
nigga.
cuss on the podcast, but this is why
I'm not.
say
I don't give a damn.
Kamala Harris and the Biden administration and the Democrats and all the rest of them, because bro, they letting all these people over here. Cool. Like I share the same sentiment as you. Because they come over here and they do work hard, so that's
Get it
cool.
in.
But this is what I don't get, bro. Like Tim Walz, for example, because you had just said Tim Walz in Minnesota, they passed a bill that basically said if you are, it doesn't matter if you're a legal immigrant or illegal immigrant, as long as you're in high school for at least 3 years, they will pay for you to go to college. And it's like, to me, bro, to me as a
my
black,
that's a
tuition,
slap in
man.
the
Fuck
face.
outta here.
to,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
to
my
Americans
all of us in
and
this
to
room.
black people, because Kamala Harris is the same person who said when she was running for president the first time, before she lost, by the way, she said, there's nothing we can do specifically for black people. We got to do things for all people.
That's what
but then
Kamala
y'all
said.
will, but then y'all will specifically do things for people who don't pay taxes. But then we gotta bust our ass every day. Every time that check come, they pulling them taxes out of your account.
You gotta tell me.
And then, you know what I'm saying? And then these are the same tax dollars that they're using to fund all of these wars across the world right now. We've already sent $175 billion to the Ukraine. They're wanting to send another $96 billion to the Ukraine. The wars in Israel and all over the Middle East that the vast majority of Americans don't seem to even agree with. Then housing, funding these immigrants. I think they say like Chicago, they've spent like over $20 million over the last year in Chicago just housing, feeding, and taking care of these illegal immigrants, bruh. And it's like, we got people who are American citizens whose lives are on the line, and y'all can't seem to come up with the money to help them out. It's people who are saying they can't leave and can't go anywhere because they can't afford to go. They can't afford it.
I could have sent that money to Ukraine. That's the crazy
I'm
part
keep
about
it a
it.
buck too, just to keep it fair for everybody.
Yeah,
Keep it,
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It ain't just black folks, bro.
Nah,
Niggas.
facts.
It's
shit.
Americans across the board.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think I saw a Caucasian lady. She was talking about how they was living in a tent at a park because they can't even afford to pay the rent no more. Like, and she got to work like 3 to 4 jobs just to make
Ends meet type.
ends meet, and it still ain't even me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I was coming across somebody saying like a lot of like these jobs in America that Khalid said, you know, they come over here and they work hard and all that. I think they're trying to replace like certain demographics in like
Black folks.
you know, in like different job, you know, organizations and categories, because it's like some of these jobs, we go work at certain jobs, we probably like, bro, I'm not worth what I'm getting paid, or I don't get paid.
that's majority of the
enough,
jobs,
you know what I'm saying? But when they come over here, they're going to work for whatever, or not necessarily for whatever, but like,
but you got to understand why though.
yeah,
But
that's
you got to understand the why, the cause and effects, because the American dollar, let's just like right now.
It's like I was about to say, he been in Mexico, so he knows for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, the
so-
pesos.
Yeah, the pesos.
It's different, bro.
it's a lot more. They're making a lot more.
It
over
depends
here.
on it depends on like
So
the.
$1 like 19 pesos.
It's 20 It depends.
20.
It depends.
Okay.
That's the thing. It depends.
Yeah.
One month it could be 20 pesos. One month it could be 15 pesos.
Yeah.
So they want you to bring money over there. Like,
Yeah.
like everybody be like, oh, I need to take this $100 in US
But
dollars.
that in itself is like supports what I'm saying, because it's like for them, it's kind of like, okay, to them, like that's, you know, enough for them. But see, we was born and raised here, so it's like for us, when we work somewhere, we want more, or we feel entitled to something more or better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're not going to work in this organization because we want more, or we're not going to work here because, you know, we want more. So it's like I feel like some of these different corporations is like, you know what, we're done depending on them. Let's bring them over here because they're going to work for whatever.
Well, you got to think about too, us as let's keep it a buck. I'm always gonna play devil's advocate, right?
That's the beauty of it too, by the way. I just
Yeah,
want to let you
yeah,
know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in business. I've had a business. I've owned a business. How many, out of all the times that you fool, how many black people can you call right now to get you to rally together and go fight for the same common goal, and then achieve that goal and not get greedy over the money? Don't worry, I'll sit right here and wait. Name me 5 people, bro.
I can't name you 5. I can name you 1, maybe, bro.
Us, say no.
I swear to God, it's gonna be like us.
Yeah.
Him for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you say that, but then when things get thick, where you can't pay the bill or you can't get paid this much, and you got a family of 4, you got a family of 5 or 6, and it's just maybe you and your old lady, or I might be single, or I might got a family 5 or 6. Hey, bro, you stealing the money? Hey, well, hey,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you see those people see how we act as a culture too now.
Yeah.
We got to take accountability for that too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
we complaining, but sometimes we ain't showing up to work.
That's a fact. That's a
Right.
fact.
You feel me?
That's a
Where
fact.
where do you think that stems from? That mindset, and you know
That's
that we have.
People say it go back to the slavery part. I ain't never been a slave.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how all everything is his story, not history.
Not our story.
His story.
Right.
I only can tell
Or
you
my
what
story.
my opinion.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 31.
31. Okay.
So, or what my perspective may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on. If I ain't won't there, I can't really speak on it. We can hypothetically speak, but you can't really say that just like I don't believe all slaves came over here from Africa, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's no way you could be on a boat that long with less food, drinking
Without
salt.
dying.
Right. Facts.
And you getting with no motor on the boat, and you talking about the wind blowing, bro? Come on, bro.
I think it's all like that. All goes into like a whole nother topic
Yeah,
because
but I
that's
ain't gonna- yeah, I
yeah.
ain't gonna-
But
I ain't
like
gonna get into
a lot of this stuff is very programming.
Yeah.
Like everything is very like everything we about to talk about. It all is gonna boil down to like us being programmed as a people.
But you also got to think too. I think too, majority. How many people have you seen in your family go to college? No financial literacy, got a big house. You know what I mean? Drive a nice car.
A lot
ain't
of
been
us-
evicted 40 times. Ain't got bad credit.
Right.
A lot of us are the first.
I'm listening like that.
how
I'm trying
many
to think.
people?
I can't think of
Okay, how many people you seen?
My mom, and I think that as far as college, that's where it stops. My mom, I think my aunt might have graduated from college, but
Okay.
very few.
But even then, we go into financial literacy part, right?
Yeah. I'm
How
probably
many
one of the
those
only
people-
ones.
How many? You think your people doing good?
Right.
Tell them go pull out their credit card,
Yeah.
their credit report,
Right.
and pull up their P&L.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And start doing how much they making a month.
Right.
And how much high credit limits they got. I
Yeah.
guarantee you,
Yeah.
maxed out.
Yeah.
Right.
Maxed
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And just because your mama make 200,000 and she don't know what to do with that 200,000, I heard Floyd said, he said, you still broke. And I was like, man, you ain't really broke, you getting money. But this mindset right here,
Yeah.
if you can't really allocate the funds to where they need to go to multiply,
Right.
I know people right now make $300,000-$400,000 a year.
Yeah.
They living check to check. How?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
Making sense.
It's not making sense,
Right.
Because they're not allocating the paper over where the house 3,200 now.
Yeah.
They got 6 kids, so now they got to get a Sprinter van. They don't want the regular minivan, so now they
Right.
got a Sprinter. That mug might be 2,500.
Right.
Didn't I just say that it all go back to programming? Because it's like at the different in different ways. It's like, okay, for some of us that struggle, like Khalid, he told me about his his past and all that, and I can definitely relate to it. But it's like a lot of stuff seems almost second nature. Like it's almost second nature for like people that look like us to struggle, and it's like. It's almost like as we get older and we start making a certain amount of money, it's like, damn, we can, dust off our struggles because it seemed like, oh, we were supposed to go through that because of,
But
unless we were born into wealth, it's like, okay, they were born into wealth, but like a lot of us sitting here, it's like, damn, it's like, it's, that happened because it happened, and it's like, it's nothing. But I just feel like it's all programming for me to realize, like, oh, I can relate to his struggle because, I'd have been through something like that, or it might be the next person. It's something similar, but I can relate to it because it's close to what I went through, you know what I'm saying? So
let
it's
me
like,
ask you something. Do you believe what you hear or what you see?
I didn't saw and I didn't heard.
No. The question is, do you believe in what you hear or what you see?
Oh, what I see.
Okay. What do you see now on mainstream media, and what's the culture?
Like, what are people?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you're going to naturally be attracted to people that look like you and
Right.
act like you.
right.
You know what I mean? You're not going to be attracted to a Caucasian male
Right.
that's a doctor that walks around with his pants, his shirt tucked in, and
Right.
Yeah.
he, as we call it in America, talking white.
Right.
Right.
You're not going to be attracted to that.
Or professional.
Or professional, right?
Proper.
Proper. You're not going to be related to that because that's not programmed because you believe what you see. That's not how you grew up.
Right.
So to get to that other side and the people that's already on that other side that's already been, that can fit in now, they program, but they don't come back and get you or save you. You get what I'm saying? Because why? What we just talk about? That crab in the bucket mentality. Because now, if I'm over here and I'm dealing with these folks and I'm getting my millions.
Right. Why would I come back for you?
Why would I come back for you and mess up my millions to take a chance on you and you to do me like the crabs in the bucket?
Right.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, that's one point, but like we were just talking about it though. What if there's an obstacle for that person to do that? Because we were just talking about Diddy, just talking about Thug. What if there's literally an obstacle? Like, okay, if I go try and do this, I want to go build a neighborhood for my community. I'm gonna start there. I have a bigger plan, but I'm gonna start there. There's an obstacle in my way that's about to throw me in jail for no reason.
Well, the obstacle may be because you're talking too much.
Yeah, we talking too much. Jaylen Brown.
You dig what I'm saying?
Jaylen Brown wanted to develop Black Wall Street. Well, I'm sure he's probably still going to.
Yeah, but he said it on TV, bro.
Yeah, he said it on TV. Like, why? Why can't we just keep what we want to do for our people to ourselves, and then when it does hit the fan or when it does come out, it's already been done. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's still being done, but it's just like, how many black people own these tech companies out here that's multi-million dollars that you might randomly see them pop up on a feed or somebody that had them come speaking at an event.
Like, yeah.
You like, oh, I didn't know he did.
Yeah, but I sent you that. I sent in the chat. We added him to the chat, right?
No, I haven't added him yet.
Well, I sent y'all that in the chat. Remember, I was like, I sent y'all that thing about Ulta, and like I didn't know Ulta was like predominantly black owned, and it sells predominantly black owned products for like women, because women make
the makeup.
Yeah, the makeup and all that. And so when I sent through that, I'm like, dang, like this is huge, and like I didn't know until I knew, and it's like already established. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times, like what you were saying, I definitely get what you're saying, but it's like a lot of times I feel like a lot of them might get like the big head, forget about where they came from, like you saying, crab in a bucket type of mindset, or a lot of them are like scared because they don't want to go through an obstacle. Like, imagine if that's really what Diddy was doing with him trying to develop a political party. What's going through his head right now where he's like, dang, like I tried to do this for my people and like they got me, like they got in the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you still outnumbered, bro, no matter how you look at it.
Outnumbered.
Yeah, you don't have that many. You got to think, even in America, I think the last time I did the statistics, it's 14% black Americans in the country. You feel me? Like, I mean, the Hispanics has
growing.
Yeah, surpassed us. You know what I mean? Like, as we're growing. But see, this is another thing too. And this is where it gets convoluted for people too. I look at Africans, I look at the Middle Easterns, I look at Mexicans, I look at all those other races, they have melanin.
Right.
So they're really people of color too.
Right.
So imagine if everyone came together. That's even like here in the transportation. I think the Somalians, I heard about that before I came back up here. The Somalians went to the state. I don't know how true it is. I always say that, throw that disclaimer out there because I don't want anybody coming at me sideways.
Right.
Or you said, no, I don't know if this factual, or this is something I heard, how the Somalians came together as one. Because it's a lot of Somalian people here, bro.
Yeah.
And demanded
on the north side.
Bro, what? And demanded that they be awarded some type of state contract to do something for trucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like if they can go to the people and do that, why can't we?
Yeah. I think our culture just doesn't stand for that, bro. It's every man for himself, and we learn that from young, because most black kids grow up in single parent households. Most of the time it's headed by the mom. You hear the mom talking crazy about the dad. So now it's a lack of respect for not only the father, but just black men in general. And then they take that same energy and they take it out into the world. And like for me, being Muslim, going to the mosque, like I'm around Somalians and Middle Eastern people all the time. Like their culture is just completely different. Like from birth, they're taught like one of the most important things is family. So when you're not taught that, and then even to the point of like, you know, you'll get the one-offs like the Diddys and the Bill Cosbys and all of these people, and it's like, how much are these people even really for black people in reality? You know what I mean? And to me, the whole talk about, you know, starting a political party, to me, when I hear celebrities talk about that, I always think it's anyway, because if you know anything about politics, you know, like, before we can unite politically, we have to unite culturally, and we have to be upon that mindset. Right now, you still got people arguing whether it's going to be Democrat or Republican. So it's like, to me, that's a move that I just think that's a move that's a few steps ahead of itself, trying to start a political party for black people. Because how do you even pass out the information that, you know, we're going to unite and vote for this person or that person when we are not even united in the home in the first place? You know what I'm saying? And so it's hard to unite the black vote because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not even united in our home. So then how can you unite the black vote? It's just, you know.
But you know how black people do it. They see one black person at the top. Oh, I'm voting for them.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fact. Shout out to Kamala.
Yeah.
What happened to Obama too?
Yeah,
Obama too.
Yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if she won.
Yep.
But I want to piggyback off of what you said about the home. I know you're married.
Facts.
Newly born baby.
Yep.
What are you doing differently in your home as a black man to raise your kids? Because I know for me, I don't do nothing my mom and daddy do at all. You know what I'm saying? And like, I love my mom and dad. God rest my dad. So, you know what I'm saying? He passed away when I was 21. But the way they operated, they were some cool people, but the way they operated as a team in my eyes, and I tell my people just to the day, it sucked. You know what I mean? So
Were they married?
Yeah. I came from a 2-parent household. I was blessed enough to come from that. Right. Like the single family homes. Like all my homies had moms and dads. Like
That's what's up.
We never really. I had one homie that didn't have a father in his life, but his uncle was there. You know what I'm saying? So I never really started experiencing the single households until I came to college. I didn't realize how big that really was, and then.
You had like a culture shock at one point when you
I mean, low key, but then, you know, I created a single household too at an early age. And as a youngin', I didn't know how detrimental that could be to my son.
Because you didn't understand it growing up. So.
Yeah, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought my definition of a man was just give some money. They supposed to be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Dig what I'm saying? Like, thought money solved everything.
Yeah.
I didn't understand for me. But I asked you the question. I'll let
Yeah,
you.
yeah. No, it's all good.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna really tap into it, but I
said that's how the
You start going and start thinking. Yeah, but my question to you is like, as we talk about this, and we want to get into it and talk about the culture, like, it's not gonna be the old folks that change the culture because they too fucked up. I hate to say it like that, but I don't really find too many I don't really have any mentors or anything I can go to and get some real information besides somebody telling me to read the Bible. And I get it, but it's more to life than the Bible.
Or they might be setting their own ways.
Yeah, they set it their own ways.
This is what it is, and this is how it's going.
And life is not that, bro.
You know,
I'll tell you one thing right now. I put on my applications, bro. He goes on a lot of my applications. when I put like, oh, do you have any professional references or personal, I text him like, hey, I'm gonna put you down, I say he's my mentor because he's giving me a lot. Like, no disrespect to my peoples, like my peoples have given me things, but like when it comes to like stuff that I've actually put into position, like it's came from somebody like him, or it's came from a few other people that I know, and like, well, I think he's like 3 years older than me.
I'm 27.
90 what?
I was born in 97.
97. So like he's the same age as my cousin.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I get stuff that I take home and like think about it sleep on it, rest on it, and like wake up the next day and like, yeah, I gotta go do this because put me on with this, and like I'll go do it because like that's why I even got into the transportation industry because he was telling me about it. So like ever since then, I'm like, okay, like this is like one of my mentors for real because ain't nobody else tell me about it. Like they could have, but like I never put it into position and like ran with it. So like I get what you're saying for sure because like. Yeah. We don't really got a lot of OGs as like that
he said at the
a father figure. You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah, I think this will be like a good point to kind of sum it up because we do got to get out of here shortly. But
that Thursday night football, we got about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I got to hit the AB so to get that Henny.
Yeah, but
Hey man, it is what it is, man. I'm off tomorrow. Shit.
But
go ahead.
You know what I'm doing different, man. It's just, man, I'm going against the grain completely, just with almost everything, and not just to do it just because, but like me becoming Muslim, I converted to Islam when I was 19. Everybody in my family's Christian. That was already like, why you want to be Muslim? Right. You know what I'm saying? Having my child, we were married, which completely different than anybody I came up around, what I'm saying? And then like just with my relationship, like I told my wife, like from day one, if you ever have an issue with something I'm doing, let's nip it in the bud early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't let it linger.
Don't wait till the next time when I have a problem with you, and then now you want to bring up something you had a problem with me with from 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say communication is one of the first things, but just having a guide, like I govern my marriage by the teachings of Islam, because when you read what it teaches about marriage, I haven't seen anything more perfect than that. Like even how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was with his wives, because he had more than one wife, but just his character and just the things they said about him, not just what he would say, but just the things they would say about him. Like, he never raised his voice at us. How many men have never raised their voice at their old lady? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But just
I tell it's passion, baby. You know what I mean? I don't be trying to do it, but this is passion.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and I'm not saying I live up to that standard. I'm just saying, like, the teachings of it is perfected teachings. You know what I'm saying? And they stand the test of time. And you could just, when you read about it, you'll see, oh, damn, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The position that a man is supposed to be in, the position that a woman is supposed to be in. We got so many issues just with black men, black women conflicting with each other because the women, they want to compete with us, but then they don't want to deal with the responsibility we deal with as men, but they want to be in a man's role. You know what I'm saying? And people are unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? And so, to answer the question directly, man, just that's my guide, Islam. You know what I'm saying? And so far it hasn't led me down the wrong path, so I'm gonna just stick to that. I feel like when we try to make it up on our own, that's when we start messing up, and that's when relationships start to fail and households break down and your pockets start being funny, and just you start going through all this stress and strife just because you're not aligned with what God has ordained. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what Islam is all about, and that's what I try to stick with. So, to sum it up, bro, that would be my best advice to people. You know what I'm saying? Open up that Quran and see. You know what I'm saying? You read it, you can be like, I see what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of confusion and conflict, and this you can interpret this way and interpret that way. It's straightforward. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, if I have an issue with my wife and I say, well, look, this is how we gonna do this because this is what this says, then it's not like she not gonna feel as much of a need to go against what I'm saying because she know I'm not just making this up on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off of these teachings. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's just me, bro. Just since like I said, 19, bro, converted to Islam, and I had to get rid of a lot of what I learned coming up, just what I saw and how I saw relationships go in my family and how people raise their kids and everything. Like, I'm just not with that, bro. You
It's
know what I'm
almost
saying?
like you gave it like it's a clean slate. Like your source was like it was pure. It was just you had your own way of everything. Like there was no. It was raps for like a generational curse. For like, oh yeah, well my peoples did this with. So I really rock with what you saying because sometimes you can't try and like take what you saw growing up and like switch it and like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that because you literally don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can start fresh like that, I feel like that's probably one of the best ways.
Nah, facts.
I think the one thing too to lead back on that is I grew up in Southern Baptist, but it's just I was talking to him, but some of that stuff just don't make sense to me. It just don't really hit. It's like it don't really have no structure to it. You know what I'm saying?
Sense. You don't got the answers.
Yeah, I don't really get the answers to it. So I think for me, mine came from the maturity of just being like I was an over the road truck driver for forever.
Right.
And when you in that truck, man, you only have to. It's only you in there, so it's you versus you, literally.
Your
'Cause
thoughts.
when when you calling somebody and they ain't picking up the phone, I'm throwing on a YouTube video just seeing some of the people that are I consider like elite leaders,
Right.
and just trying to learn. I don't take everything, but then. One day I was in the truck, and I think me and my old lady had got into it, and at the time I considered him a big brother. He was like, "Maybe your leadership sucks." I said, "Bro, what you mean my leadership sucks? Like I done led national championship teams. I got this, I got that.
Right.
We're doing this with the company. We're doing this." Right. He was like, "Yeah, all that sound good, but you don't know how to lead your lady." So I'm like,
Cause at the end of the day, y'all are a team. So
yeah,
I get
but
what
see,
you're
a
saying.
lot of cats lead with ego.
Right.
And that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because that's what I saw growing up. Like, it's my way, and that's how we gonna do it. But at the same time, I can never. My lady always been cool, but I could never like really reach her to get her full potential in certain things, and she couldn't reach me to get our full potential because we talked about that lack of communication. Right. Because I grew up in the house and my people was mad. They ain't give a damn. Like they walk past each other for damn near 14 days.
Not say shit.
Yeah, not say nothing. And it's like, and me and my wife get like that, we really mad. You dig? But that's probably 4 times a year.
What's your and I don't know if were you stopping at that or you?
Oh,
Because
no.
I want to know like how do you deal with that? How do you cope with that? You saying y'all can go 14 days?
No, not me. That's my
Okay.
people's.
Oh, your people. Okay.
Now, I used to do that. I would never, but I used to do it, but that's the immaturity though.
Right.
That's not really your emotional intelligence.
Right.
But once I started realizing like, yo, I always tell the story like my youngest son, for some reason, even though he's only 3, there's something about him out of all my kids, and I love all my kids, but it's something about his aura that makes me every time, it's like he's my dad. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like every time I see this young man, it's like, hey, bro, you got to stand 10 toes or whatever you do and make sure you treat my mama right. It's weird. It's like, it's kind of one of those things. Like, and I got a daughter too. See, when my oldest son was born, I was 20. Like, I was real immature. I won't, you know what I mean? I didn't care about what was going on. Like, yo, it's like whatever.
Fresh in college type shit.
Yeah, fresh in college. Like, I literally left the crib of Virginia and moved up to Columbus, Ohio, went back to the crib and had a baby. I'm up here playing football, and football's my main objective. I'm not worried about being a father. I'm not, bro, at that time. But it went to like, everything was stripped of me.
True.
The money, the cars, you know, all the vacations and stuff.
The lifestyle.
The lifestyle. The lifestyle was kind of stripped of me, and then I started having kids, and I was like, yo.
They get your reality check.
Yeah, bro. But they make you, but people, kids are a lot, but they either make you or break you. Right. And I say make you, they're going to either make you get your life in order to handle business. And when I say handle business, you learning, you and your wife learning how to work together, be on the same accord, be accountable, you know what I'm saying, and have strategy to build on top of a strong foundation.
Yeah.
Because y'all both got something to work for at that
There
point.
you go.
Facts.
So when you looking at that, a lot of people don't want to be told what to do because they want to be right.
Right.
And it's not about it being a right when we're on the team. Because if we go to Ohio State, bro, and we lining up, just because we got the number 1 draft pick corner, that don't mean he can play man the whole game, dog. Like you can't do that. You know what I mean? And the same thing, like wifey, baby, we get paid tonight, baby. You can't go blow a bag tomorrow, or I can't go buy no new set of rims or the new Madden or whatever it may be out. We gotta consult first. We gotta see where the paper going, cause we might need to go ahead and throw this 500 over here in this stock and get X, Y, and Z instead of. You know,
we mean 500. I'm talking 250, 250.
Nah, it might not be that because I don't believe in that.
Yeah,
I don't believe in that 50-50 bullshit.
I
believe, because at the end of the day, your house is a corporation, the way I look at things.
Do you believe in like, okay, you say you don't believe in 50-50, so you believe in like the man should take care of everything, or it's like we're on the same team, so I might not have that 50%. You might have to pick up that 90, you only got 10.
That's how it works.
Okay.
But this day and time, come on, let's be real.
No, I agree.
How many cats out here really getting paper like that? That's not scamming.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking the drug dealers or hustlers because you got to get your paper how you get it. If that's how you learn how to get it, that's how you get it. I'm not knocking you. I just don't do it.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So for us to be able to build and be able to where we want to go during this time of inflation, if you're not a celebrity, dog, or you're not stealing,
You ain't making no bread like that. Let's be real.
you really not. You living check to check.
I was talking to my sister. She kind of said the same thing. She was like we talking about just moving to California. You would know.
Yeah.
She was like, if you ain't celebrity or you ain't, you know what I'm saying, this person, nigga, don't even move here type shit.
You can't.
You can't
So you
struggle
can't,
here.
yeah.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna
Make
just
it
tell you
somewhere
about
else.
my daycare bill alone, bro, is $2,800
And that's what, a week?
a month.
A month? Shit.
Bro, that
she was
shit
telling me,
costs more than my townhome, bro.
my sister's telling me she nigga pay 40, well, I don't know what she paid now, but she used to pay $4,500 a month for like a 3-bedroom. Here what, like, that's what, 17?
Depending on where you at.
Depending on where you at, yeah.
So like me and my wife, we run the house like a business. So we throw all the money in the account.
Right.
We pay all the bills. And usually if I go get extra, I just give it to her. I don't really care. I don't really need much, bro. I'm chilling. You cool, baby? You go do what you want to do. Go get fly. Go get sexy. Go put your stuff on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, when you, instead of doing 50-50, you rather run it like, okay, we got this joint account and we put we line up all of our expenses and we just knock them all out with the money we both make, though.
Yeah, because to me, it ain't really no your money or my money.
Right.
We can't live like that no more.
Yeah.
We can't live like that no more. And the people that's doing it, or the backlash we may get, you weak, you did that and the third, bro. I work 20 hours, 24 hours. I stay up 36 hours, 4 days to provide for mine. Right. So my wife ain't got to do a darn thing. Right. I will. But at this time where if the stuff that we got going on in our life,
right. You need your wife.
Yeah, we have to do it because I got so much stuff going on.
Right.
And if I didn't have all that stuff going on,
right,
I wouldn't. Shorty could do whatever she wanted to do.
Right.
She's earned that respect from me.
Right. Yeah.
But I need my partner right now because of the stuff that we got going on.
Right.
We got stuff out there half a ticket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got
other. Yeah. I need my teammate. But when the next year or two, whatever, baby will say, hey, baby, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Right.
Ain't got no problem, baby.
That's you right.
Hey, baby, just make sure the crib cool. Keep cooking them good ass food. Make sure the cool. Make sure the kids cool. Yeah. I like the work. Yeah. I like seeing the money come in.
Right.
But if we can double up and if in the next 5 years and we can see $40,000, $30,000 transactions, that stuff, because I done seen it. I done seen 40 grand coming in week 50, $60,000, $70,000 a week. I done seen all of that. Right. And that wasn't from the league. That was from business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like having my wife because we get to it. Like that's my dog for real.
Like y'all both hustle hard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people
so dope. So like when it comes to the money, I don't care about that money. Like, bro, my wife, babe, she be like, babe, go in my account, take it. I don't care. She gonna hear about it though. I ain't got no money this week. But it's because I done did this, I done did that.
Took care of your responsibilities at the end of the day.
And I'm cool. I mean, I don't want for nothing.
That's what I think a lot of people get confused though, because like some people will do the whole 50-50 thing. I think it's more like you give your all, I'm giving my all.
That's
like it's more 100%. Y'all 200%, or you know what I mean? Because like you and your wife, like you say your wife, she's like she does hair, so like she's well known throughout the city or whatever.
Yep.
And then I know what you do, so it's like y'all are giving y'all's 100% towards y'all's foundation, no matter what, 24/7.
Let me ask you a question though. That's where people get it misconstrued, and real people understand, not this fake social media bullshit we talk about. I'm talking about we talking about team and strategy, structure, right?
Right.
If you ain't getting it right now while y'all young together, what happens if you go down?
Exactly.
Hold on. What happens if your wife go down?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I think about.
Contingency plans.
Contingency plans. Like, people be out here, you on the ground, oh, I'm getting money, da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Tomorrow, not promise.
Bruh, and it's ups and downs. I know people, and people dying in their 30s, 40s, 20s, and it's like, it's a lot of stress for one person to go do it. Like, I see my wife now, she go to work, she come home, she handle business, but I don't want my wife out there working like that.
Right. Yeah.
I don't, but we got to do it right now because of decisions that we've made. That's gonna put us on top in just a few minutes. But we just got, it would just take time. But like the whole guy paying all the bills and all that shit, if you got it, that's cool. But everybody ain't
like that. Yeah. And then the 50-50 is like, I feel like the whole 50-50 thing is like, okay, that's for some people who like holding out. Like, why are you putting 50%? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I had to ask. Yeah, that's why I had to ask him, because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, y'all can do the 50-50 thing, but it's like, no, she ain't got her 50, nigga. As a man,
you gotta
take care of that whole 100%.
Yeah.
And don't look back like, oh, I did this time.
But you also got to do that dealing with too, though. So you see, a lot of cats don't have that comprehensive communication. You dig? They asking questions, but they're not getting down to the root. So if you know your old lady got bad spending habits,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Why you keep giving her the cheese?
Right. Yeah. True.
Or vice versa. If you know your dude, and it's another thing. People, once again, we've been taught to be so independent and ego driven that cats ain't even really trying to work together as a team. Like, bro, there's no reason in hell. We live in the same house. We having sex, doing all types of wild, crazy shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever you doing.
Right.
But you can't talk about financial stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
What?
Right. Yeah.
You know that's the easy part.
Yeah.
You doing stuff that you can get diseases from and make babies and shit from, but you can't talk about a $20 light bill,
Right.
a $50 light bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you seen your wife like a lot of cats too. Like, I don't believe in that old day modern shit.
Right.
That's my person, and I'm gonna give that girl 110%. And all I ask is, baby, you do the same for me.
Yeah.
And when you ain't got it, I got you. When I ain't got it, you got me. That's all I ask. I mean, it's been plenty of times I didn't set wifey up to do way better than me.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go flaunt your shit, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Go, hey, you walk, go do it. I'm not tripping off that or that. I done had my fame. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Now it's about my wife, kids. I like to show them off. Them my trophies. Baby walk in, yes, that's mine right there. Them my 2 kids right there. That's my oldest boy right there. That's my youngest boy. That's my daughter right there. That's my why. You know what I mean? Why I get up and do what I do now, because I didn't really, like you talk about, I didn't realize how important that family. Like, man, we eat dinner together if I'm at the crib, we eat dinner at the same time every day. We have Sunday dinners if I ain't working. Wifey in the kitchen cooking the sides, I'm on the grill, or we cooking together, meal prepping together, like go to the gym together. You know what I mean? We building, you know what I mean? We building that relationship.
How long y'all been together?
Shit, a little minute. It's a minute. It's a minute, yeah. Me and baby together a minute, but we're inseparable. But, you know, that's why, honestly, that's why we built the relationship at in the gym, though. She had my second baby, my third child, and she was complaining. People laughed. She was complaining about she was getting fat. I got tired of hearing that shit. Like, so what I did, I got on Fashion Nova. She could attest to this. I call her right now. I said like a whole bunch of clothes and in medium. She was like in a large. She was like, I can't get my ass in the medium. I said, well, shit, you gotta do something.
I figure it out.
What you mean? So I never forget, man. We in the gym, we getting it in. She like, oh, you got me looking all bulky and this, that, and the third. Woo. So we gonna go to my oldest son graduation, 5th grade graduation. She went to go put on a romper, bro. She looked like she in a bed sheet. That's how big. That's how much weight she had lost.
Yeah.
But that's what really took our relationship
Yeah.
to the next step, because it was just like, bro, the gym is like life, bro, to me. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a crazy person to go in the gym and want to just beat yourself up every day.
Facts.
Put 400 pounds on the bar, whatever you putting on there, and just, macho this or macho that. Right. And to stay consistent. But you know what you putting yourself through when you create your workout plan, your diet. You know what you putting your body through. Yeah. So if you already know what's coming, right? Yeah. Why can't you bob and weave through life?
Facts.
Just create you a different strategy, G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's really what got me and my wife back up, like really tight. I'm talking shit to her. She talking shit to me now. She'll come in, stop acting like a baby back, and I'd be like, yo, who you talking to? You know what I mean? So yeah, but
yeah, man. Yeah.
That's my two piece. My take on it.
For sure. Yeah, man. So when y'all boys getting married then, bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you about to call babe right now. What you gonna tell him?
Oh, shit.
Tell him, don't do it.
Yeah. He don't advise people
I don't advise
to marry.
I do. Get married.
Hold on. Whoa, that's another topic. Hold on.
I don't. I love my wife to death. She'll tell you. She'll say, man, like, if it ain't her, it's hard, bro.
Is that something that your wife telling you, or that's something you agree
we
with?
both talk about it. I would never give another woman what I've given to her, bro. I can't see myself doing that.
Did you have this feeling before you got with your wife, or is this something that you like, okay, I know for a fact I don't want nobody but her? Or this is like a mindset you had before you got your wife, before you even had kids? Like,
it's just like once you start going through it, bro, like having a family is like having another job. It is, bro. Like you gotta you gotta, and as the man, a lot of cats don't really have nobody to really go have an outlet with, and most of us go through the exact same thing. Right. So I can go to Khalid and tell him I'm older than him, right? And I started doing stuff way before him. Right. So I could be like, I say, hey Khalid, look, this is what you gonna have to look out for, X, Y, and Z. Whoop. Have I been wrong yet?
Nah, we've been pretty wrong.
So if he can attest to that, and I'm having, like, I got a little men's group we had started, but we ain't talked in a while. It's been a little minute. Everybody been busy. Mm-hmm. But it's nowhere that 19 men get on the phone and say the exact same thing, and we all live in different states and areas. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So if you gonna lock in, bro, lock in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It ain't one of them things where you can have one foot in, one foot out the other. Nah, so me and my wife talk about it all the time. Like, I said, babe, ain't no in the hell I'm getting married again, ever. And it's not a bad thing. It's just so much work, bro. Because you got to think, if she's down, bro, you got to make sure she's straight. If you down, she got to make sure she's straight. And it might be y'all both might be down, but y'all need a spark in the house to bring it back. Like not a sexual spark, but just to get back on the same.
Get back on the same track,
right? And then when you add the kids into it,
that's extra.
Boy, look at her. Them kids will tell your wife out the frame, but your wife, y'all could be kicking it all day. Let something happen to one of them babies. Oh my God. Right, yeah. Oh yeah. She instantly get tired. Boom. Baby, how you tired? We was just kids that pissed her off. You know what I mean? So if you want to do it, but it ain't nothing to play with though. Right. It ain't one of them things where I'm gonna just test it out. Nah, hell no.
Yeah. We taking baby steps right now. We got us a little puppy. And he like, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't mad at him though.
I saw, no, for real though, it is crazy though, because I feel like a lot of stuff comes full circle because I saw this post and it was like, when you get out of high school, you see all your friends in high school and they got kids, and then they see you got a dog, like you got a puppy. And I thought about it, I was like, dang, like it's like you being strategic about, you know, the big decisions that you make. So it's like, I feel like he getting this together right now because it's like a lot of responsibility.
That's a lot of that's what cats don't do. See, like I was just having babies all willy-nilly and shit. I'm gonna get money. I figured it. Don't do that shit. That's not part of the strategy, cuz. Right. Hey, like he's smart. He got together. They talked about it. Hey, cuz look, fam, I'm telling you, it's gonna be them days when y'all like if you ain't really married. See, when you put that married on, you can't go nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? Sure, they getting on your nerves with the babies. Yeah. And you ain't really married, you can go ahead and slip out there and whatever. Shit, be married to that shit. The house ain't right. And see, another thing too, I'm gonna speak on that. Your household is all about, I tell cats, all about how the male leads in the household. So if you want your wife to be submissive, because a submissive woman, I'm gonna say it, controls a man. And I want to listen to it. A submissive woman controls a man. That man will run all day long. But you have to get her there. You have to get her there by this. Not manipulating her, always keeping it at 100, showing her that what you do, what you say you're gonna do, coming through, making those things happen. And you know, if she cleaning the dishes, you might be like, in my house, and my wife's cleaning the dishes, I'm taking the kids upstairs. I'm giving them to bed. And we might tell them both good night at the same time, and she be like, babe, I'm gonna lay down. Then I might go rub her feet. She might rub my hands. She might rub my back. You know, we might kick it on the couch, watch the game. You know, all that. When a person don't feel alone, bro, man, they do anything for you, bro. And if they don't, that ain't your person. Yeah. Don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
This was dope, bro.
Nah, for sure. Y'all got any final thoughts?
I was about to say, like, I wish we could have went longer, but
Hell nah, it's time to go drink that Hen.
All right, man. Well, we'll close it out. Go ahead and tell them where they can follow you at. You know, Curt, and we'll go to Mike, and we'll just go down.
I mean, y'all can follow me at Curtis Grant 14. There's a lot of good things coming to the city. Man, I'm ready to get back into the community. You know, we can start putting on some of this stuff for the kids and start teaching them at a younger age. If we're gonna talk about it, I'm one of the cats. Let's be about it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we could do, camps. I mean, and there's a lot of stuff that you probably could do that you've seen, that you've learned throughout your life, your journey, that you learned throughout your journey that we can put together, man. And let's see if we can make an impact on the city of Columbus, man. And not just in our. I hate to do the things. I hate just saying let's just do something for black folks. Man, let's make an impact for all folks. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you could get everyone behind you, you'll be way more successful than just having a piece of the pie. That's my opinion, man. So that's where you can follow me at Curtis Grant 14 on the IG.
You can follow me at LabMikey, LabMikey. I stay out the way, but I'm always a part of something, so not too much.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on IG at Honorable Khalid. Follow my Twitter too at Abu Rumeya. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to get me off of Facebook, man. They trying to kick me.
Out there, man.
take some people off. That's what he did out there.
Yeah, they don't like my opinion on
like
there,
him,
man. So they they be trying to shadow ban my posts and stuff now on Facebook.
They do
so
the same things to my mom.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, damn.
They gonna put your black ass in jail.
I ain't even said nothing too crazy, man. You feel me? Like,
we ain't got to talk everybody. Hey, some stuff we got to be politically correct. I know my black ass is because I'm trying to get my money on.
Yeah, man. I don't get any likes on my posts anymore. Barely get any comments now. I'm like, damn.
Oh, so they what they digging into your what you call it? He's engaged.
Yeah, they making it to where when I post, people don't see my post.
I mean, a whole bunch of people report.
Kind of like on TikTok where they remove the sound, so somebody will scroll past it because it's
shit crazy.
Like if I post, like if you follow me on there, if I post, you might not even see it. Like I'll see that I posted, but you might not see that I posted. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. It's a whole thing. But
Facebook stop playing with my man.
Twitter, man, Abu Rumeya, and my Instagram, Honorable Khalid. So you know what I'm saying.
Y'all can go ahead and follow me at GX18. G underscore ATM on Instagram. My Facebook is just Greg Strong, you know what I'm saying? Greg Strong. This was dope. You know,
yeah, for sure.
This is really dope, you know, and I hope everybody here right now can come to the next one.
Yeah.
Like I said, you've never been to the men's meetings and all that, but pretty much the same thing, you know what I mean? But this was a little different. I wish we had more time, but it is what it is. And at the end of this, another Enemy podcast. I want to thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Shout out to Curt. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Mikey. Shout out to Khalid. This was a good one. I really fucked with it, bro.
For sure.
Off the dome, man.
Nah, for real. Appreciate y'all brothers coming, man.
Little cigars and some yak.
Yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, man.
All right, man. I'm out.
Once again, man, this is another Enemy podcast.